SmackDown Live, the self-proclaimed wrestling show, had a lot of talking segments. Like a lot. We only have 2 hours. Why are we talking so much? So let me go ahead and talk about the stage. So the stage looks a lot different than Raw's, but it's also not completely different, but it is different. So, you got to give them credit for changing it up. It looks like the 2012 Survivor Series stage a lot. The SmackDown Live logo, it looks like TNA's. Also, they're WWE, so they can do whatever they want. The only real problem I had with the whole setup for SmackDown was simply just the commentary table. Why is Raw's all the way over there like Nitro, then you have theirs, it's just back in a normal position. You gotta change it up. I mean, come on now. Ronaldo is gonna carry that entire commentary table because, man, why JBL? Seriously, why? A lot of people said within like 5 minutes they already thought Dave Tongue was trash at commentary. I didn't think he was horrible. He wasn't great, but also he was never a commentator before. So much like Raw, they started off by putting the entire roster in the ring, and they were talking about who's Dean Ambrose gonna face at SummerSlam, right? Because, well, we're not gonna see the Shield triple threat for a while, so you gotta find somebody new. So they announced a six-pack challenge to be the main event of Raw, and the winner of that will face Ambrose at SummerSlam. Go on Twitter, and a lot of people just saying like, oh my god, that's too much like Monday Night Raw. I'm like, well, Raw came first. Not two fatal four-ways, 6 people, not 8 people, math, and the 6th man would be announced after a battle royal. So a lot of people just still said that, damn, Brian can't count. I'm like, stop tweeting, just watch first, then tweet. It was a battle royal to see who's gonna take the 6th spot to be in the 6-pack challenge to face Dean Ambrose at SummerSlam. It just looked like Del Rio or Kane was about to win it, but I was like, oh wait, remember that time Zack Ryder talked about he wanted to be WWE World Heavyweight Champion? Then you know what? That loss to Rusev might be avenged, but nah, they didn't. They gave it to Apollo, which I love, because why freaking not? Apollo Crews doing a standing backflip to get out of the chokeslam, that was probably the most creative way I've ever seen one get out of chokeslam. So, you know what, Apollo? So a very excited promo came on right after the Battle Royal, so that is what got a lot of people, because, well, I'm just sitting on my couch, right? Ain't no stopping me. Ain't no stopping me. Ain't no stopping me. Ain't no stopping me. Nah, I love Shelton Benjamin. Who doesn't like Shelton Benjamin? And the fact that you put him on SmackDown, and, well, there's not a lot of guys in the world title picture. Put Zack Ryder in the world title picture, why not? It would be really cool to see Shelton come back this week, just because, SmackDown stacked Raw was. He kind of need that extra push. I think SmackDown did great. Yeah, Becky Lynch versus Natalya, a little rematch from what happened at Battleground. I know I said in my Battleground reactions that like Natalya's really boring and stuff. I meant that she's boring as a heel. After watching this match, I actually kind of like her. The match between Becky and Natalya was amazing. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to top what happened with Sasha and Charlotte. Now clearly you're not gonna be able to do that just because you don't have a title. They had a great match. What's wrong with that? 2 girls that can wrestle? That's great. Becky Lynch with the win, a well-deserved win that probably should have happened at Battleground. And then we saw the entire women's roster. Now I didn't realize how small the roster really was until I saw them all stand right there. And it really makes you think about, like, do they need a new women's title? Well, Sasha's gonna be busy with Charlotte for the next couple weeks. Besides the whole Becky and Natalya feud, really nothing going on for the women. Alexa Bliss to me is your #1 heel, just because she just seems absolutely pissed off every time she comes to the ring. Then we saw the return of Naomi, which I'm excited to see, because Naomi's a great wrestler, and with the whole brand split, this is definitely gonna help her shine a little bit more than she probably should have already. And then we saw Carmella. Her promo was a little cringy. It's Carmella, everyone loves her, so she's gonna do a great job. I was starting to warm up to even reaction, started to kind of like her a little bit, and her theme song just made me hate her again. That was kind of like WWE's way of saying, we know she can't talk, so we'll make her theme song do the talking for her. Can Roman Reigns have that? I mean, I can do the voiceover. Play this. Coming to the ring, he is every boy's hero, and his favorite numbers are 4, 2, and 0. There's a difference between playing a heel. Kevin Owens is a heel. Alexa Bliss is a heel. Natalya is a heel. Even Rhea is just hated. I liked it, but you could have had another match with those girls instead of having them talk. Then we saw another talking segment, because wrestling, right? The Miz and Maurice. So, it's Miz TV. Of course, they're gonna do some talking. So, I was okay with that. And they used that to set up the match between Randy Orton and The Miz. So, you know what? It was alright. During that match, I did not know if Miz was facing Orton or Sheamus. You just expect him to be a little tan, right? Because, he's Randy Orton. He tans a lot. That's like his thing. And then instead of maybe having like a bunch of squash matches or something, maybe introduce American Alpha, who could have been on SmackDown, which probably would have elevated it a lot. He had a bunch of little promos from the guys in the 6-pack challenge. SmackDown isn't long enough to do that. Combine that time together, could have been a match. Wrestling show, 4 matches. The one talking segment that did the most for me was Heath Slater. Why were the Shining Stars drafted before Heath Slater? But that entire promo was used just to bring in Rhino. Now, I like Rhino. Little short arms. Oh, cute. stuff, looking like a buff CeeLo Green. And then after that, we had 2 more of those little 2-minute promos. The 6-pack challenge, I liked it. It was great. That was like a really good main event, especially with the roster that you're given. You put your best talent in there. What do I have to hate about that? Now, of course, we had that many guys in the ring. It's mainly just gonna be a lot of spots, right? It's just gonna be a lot of signatures and finishers, but and whatnot. But my gosh, it's Spot Fest. It's still fun to watch. And Dolph Ziggler won, which is the best part. Because right now, SummerSlam is looking stacked as crap. We have Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar. That's gonna be a pure fight with a lot of RKOs and a lot of suplexes. I love that. Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. That just sounds like a dream match. Now we have Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler. 2 guys who are well-deserved to be in the world title picture, but never really got the shot until now. SummerSlam is about to be fun. I may have to go to New York. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you really enjoyed. I didn't plan on really doing Raw SmackDown reactions every single week, just because no reason. I just never thought of doing that. But if you guys actually want to see that, tell me in the comments down below. Make sure to like the video if you liked it and you haven't done that already, because why not? All it takes is one little click. Do it. Come on. Hit that button. Make sure to follow me on all the social medias and down in the description. Make sure to like, comment, share, and always subscribe. We out.